All right, so let's get this thing started.
Roy, what did they tell you about the pitch count to be expecting tonight?
We have a plan to go, I think 50, but I talked to Mike Maddox a little bit, and we was able to bump it up a little bit. Tried to go 60, 65, and I had just a few pitches to play with, go back out there 1 minute, but I was trying to lobby for one batter, but they won't let me go back out. I felt strong. That's the best thing about tonight. The results wasn't, great for us, the one pitch, but for strength-wise, man, I felt great.
There's some talk earlier in the week of accelerating possibly you to Texas with Sullivan struggling and Holland going on the DL today. Has there been any more talk about that recently?
I didn't know Holland went on the DL. No. We was kind of had a plan, and I'm trying to push them more than they're pushing me, for sure. Just the way I felt like it went out for another 2 or 3 innings and pitched into the 7th inning tonight. Legs felt great, body felt wonderful. Had the 1 inning with a run score. Has come back and throw good many pitches that inning, but come back next inning and it felt like I could go another 2 or 3.
What have you done so far that makes you think that you can go that far? What helped you come back to this point?
Well, I've thrown more this year than any as far as getting ready, going into it. This is kind of my spring training, but I feel like I'm a little bit past the first part of it. And the good thing is you get to see hitters and the way hitters react to what you throw instead of just throwing bullpens. It is good. I felt had good life on the fastball tonight. It was back where I wanted it to be, and it's funny when you throw in the minor leagues, they don't let you throw a lot of pitches. They swing early, and you don't get to work on a lot of stuff. And tonight, I think out of 6 hits, I gave up 5 on first pitch fastballs. So you try to get your fastball established and try to get it, work on it as much as possible. When they swing in first pitch, it's hard to work on the other pitches. So after the first inning, after the inning where they scored a few runs, I told them we'll come out and throw some off-speed pitches early, and try to keep them from swinging that first pitch.
When do you think you'll be ready to go?
I think next start, I'm going to see if we can go 85, 90 pitches. I think if I do that, I should be pretty close, maybe one more.
The kid Will Myers is making quite an impression up here. You faced him twice today. What did you think of him? Will Myers, the guy that hit the grand slam. How much?
Don't know him.
Right.
Didn't really have a scouting report, just kind of going out there working on things.
Was that fastball you threw Myers on the?
Yeah, it's 2-0. Had bases loaded. Won one game. I was thinking, get a double play and maybe give a run, change it, give up a run for a double play, and trying to run 2-seam ran. Wanted to catch some of the plate. He had offered a little bit at the 1-0 pitch, but it kind of tailed in on me. And next one, I was going to try to keep it on the plate a little bit more, and it never did move too much, and he got a bad one.
First couple of innings, you were coming out of the sunlight into the shadows. By that 3rd inning, when they were getting their runs, really the whole infield was all shadows. You think maybe they were seeing it a little bit better?
I don't know. Our hitters said they were seeing it pretty good in the first, and so I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I know in the 3rd inning I come out and I think I only threw about 6 off-speed pitches. Everything was fastballs. Trying to get my arm strength built back up. I didn't want to come out here and throw, 65 pitches and throw 45 off-speed pitches. I'm trying to get, the fastball established so that when I get to the next level, it has a velocity that I want.
So you gave up 5 innings, but you're not looking at it at all as being a negative here.
Oh no, I'm not looking at results at all. I'm looking at arm strength and what I'm trying to do to get ready to pitch in the big leagues. The numbers. Now, if I threw 5 innings and I was struggling to throw strikes and I was throwing balls in the dirt and I felt tired in the 3rd, then I have a problem. But as far as the way I feel great.
What's it like coming back to Texas after you pitched in Houston for a while?
It's been great, seeing the faces that were with me for so long. The guys that's in the front office, they was there when I started my career, and getting to come back and get to play with them toward the end of my career was great. Texas has always been a place for 9.5 years with Houston. Love to play. I love to play in Texas. Like to eat, and I was born in that, so feel like I'm at home.
Any issues with back so far?
I feel stronger right now than I felt in a long time.
Roy, when did you start throwing again, in trying to come back?
I threw some, you know, we had a few offers this off season to go places, so I started throwing in January, and didn't throw as much as I normally throw in January, and decided, you know, probably better just to wait and see, you know, who needs who down the line. I felt the breather added a lot to me, you know, for 15.5 years. 3 months, you got 3 months, you know, to catch your breath and go right back into it. I think the time off has just been great for me.
How has that been for your back? Did that make a difference, and did that have anything to do with you wanting to take
I
the
think
time off?
more than anything, it just energized me. I mean, 15 years where you don't have a long, you know, time at home and long time to, you know, get things situated. It's been great. Just feel like I'm a kid again.
Roy, the Rangers were 1 out away from winning the World Series. Are you even thinking about that down the line here? What can you do to help this team get up?
You know, right now with the Rangers, if they can get everybody back on the field and get going, I think that's the main thing. That's the thing you can't predict in a season is who's going to be healthy and who's not. And I think now if you can get everybody back on the field, they got the team to beat. I mean, you look at the lineup. You got guys all the way through the lineup. You got the power to hit all fields, and just a great team as far as top to bottom on the way it sets up. So hopefully me and the other guys can carry us on, you know, a little deeper and win that last game.
Will it change your game at all, going to Arlington? I mean, do you feel like you'll have to make adjustments in a home run park like that?
I pitched in home run park all my life. Houston was the #1 home run park when I got there. Philadelphia was the #1 home run park when I got there. I don't know I don't know if I could be able to pitch in Pittsburgh, you know, not or San Francisco. Those parks right there would probably kind of get me more than a home run park.
Well, you said today was like kind of like a spring training start for you. Is your preparation different for one of these starts than it would be for a typical Major League start for you?
No, preparation is about the same. You're trying to go out there, just your pitch selection, you're trying to work on things in the middle of a game. So you don't want to go out there and give up too many, but you also want to work on what you need when you get to the big leagues. I'm not taking anything away from the home run, but 2-0, I probably won't throw him, you know, fastball on the plate. You know, I'll probably come back with a changeup or something like that to make him hit, you know, my pitch. But you have to work on it. I mean, you have to work on things like that. And if I'd have got the ball down when I wanted to, he probably wouldn't have hit it out. And the ball was up a little bit more than I wanted to be, and I was behind him. I shouldn't have been behind him. But just like I said, you only have 65 pitches to play with, and you're trying to throw 40%, you know, 40 fastballs. So you're trying to build arm strength as you go, and you're also trying to help win games also. So it's a fine line you got to walk on getting ready for the game. There's probably some pitches I threw tonight that I wouldn't have thrown in the big leagues. Up there it's all about winning. Here it's about getting ready to win.
So Roy, at 34, are you thinking this is your last year, or are you looking beyond that at all?
I don't know. The way I feel now, I feel great. Never know, I might pitch on 44.
Thanks, Roy.
Thanks.